Hello, it's Mike back once again with tip number 64 from our top 100 tips, tools, and life lessons from the Insight One Awakening Heart Seminar. And with this tip, we're going to begin to explore how we hide. What are some of the things that we hide about ourselves, and how do we go about hiding? And this is another one of those areas that was particularly powerful for me when I went through Insight, beginning to notice some of the things I didn't want others to know about me. Some of those things had to do with some of the things in my past that I felt embarrassed about or maybe felt some shame around. But also there were some other things that I began to come to light in terms of noticing that I didn't want people to see about me or that I was hiding. And what's interesting as we look at what we hide and how do we hide some of those things, we naturally tend to think of some of the more negative things, like I don't want people to know about my anger. I don't want people to know that I can sometimes be judgmental, or that I can be envious, or that I don't want them to see that I'm afraid. So those are some of the things we can also hide in the more negative space. But what was fascinating for me, and I've oftentimes seen with others, is we also tend to sometimes hide some of our more positive qualities. Sometimes we hide our power. Sometimes we hide our joy. Sometimes we hide our enthusiasm because we're afraid, or we've gotten a message at some point in our life that if we put those things out, sometimes we have a negative response, or we have those things associated with some kind of hurt or criticism. And so we learn to kind of hold those inside. And those things that we tend to hide, not only can we not access them, so we can't kind of express them fully, but we also can't really heal some of those areas in our life that we hold back and don't allow others to see. And so this is not really something that I'd invite you to kind of do quickly as a process. I notice that hiding is something that, how do we create a safe space? And one of the things we do in Insight, and I'm sure that there's other spaces you can help to create with friends or with people, maybe professionals as well, where you have enough safety to begin to acknowledge and share some of the things that you might be holding inside in terms of what you're hiding about yourself. And also, what are some of the ways that you do that? Oftentimes we'll cover up with humor, or even cover up with how we dress, or maybe we'll cover up by avoiding situations and going quiet. Sometimes we'll cover up by being overly controlling. So there's a whole range of also methods by which we hide what we're actually hiding inside of ourselves. My invitation to you would be to kind of lean into this space. Don't go full guns into it all at once, but begin to explore and notice. And I think what's critical about this is to not do this alone. Because one of the key elements about coming out of hiding is that you're actually sharing it with somebody else. So see if you can create a safe environment for yourself, whether it's in a seminar like Insight or with a group of people you feel safe with, and begin to explore and share what are some of the things you hide about yourself, and what are some of the methods that you use for hiding. And what you'll probably find is as you begin to reveal some of those things, you'll begin to notice some other deeper things that sit underneath that, which can really help you in your journey of not only healing some of the wounds and pain you have, but also begin to help you access more fully the purpose of your heart. Once again, thank you for listening. Check out what's happening at Insight Boston at insightboston.org, what's happening globally at insightseminars.org, and certainly check out what's happening in your local Insight community. Have a great day.